lights a little bit.
I like the soft lighting.
Mm-hmm.
I look better in soft lighting.
You know, the jury's still out on that one. I got to tell you. You're taking a poll, and 9 out of 10 doctors would say
4 to 5 dentists say,
Yeah. So, here we go. We got a busy program here tonight, William.
We do.
A couple in-studio guests that'll be joining us as we roll on through the evening.
Mm-hmm.
And got some great opportunities starting tomorrow to look forward to.
I know. I'm really looking forward to tonight and tomorrow.
And
the next day.
And the next day.
Mm-hmm.
What started out as 4 days on the water chasing Blackmouth dwindled to 3. And then ultimately this morning I was like, nope, sorry, I was just teasing you.
That's the way it works, man.
Yeah, when you get old.
Make yourself a plan and amuse God while you do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he just laughs.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's what you guys want to do. I'll fix that. You take a little dose of this. So, sounds like fishing's been pretty good.
From what we've seen so far, all I see is guys, it's the usual old dudes in the back of aluminum boats holding Chinook salmon. So, it's that time of year.
There's been a few decent sized ones pulled out of there as well, much like some of those bigger ones we got last season.
We are going to get
this season. You're accepting nothing under 12 pounds.
I'm going to let an 11-pounder go. Swear to God.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's got a fin on it for sure.
Yeah.
But, well, I got a few folks jumping on here. It's always good. Yeah, lots of info to cover as we roll through tonight. I mean, we just finished up some Steelhead.
We did.
We're jumping right into Blackmouth.
We are.
A couple weeks we'll be on the east side chasing walleye.
We will.
Some triploids.
Yeah.
Maybe even a few big kokanee or two.
Stay tuned.
April is here. Can you believe it?
Love it.
Yes. It's warming up. Got through the rain. Looks like we not a lot of rain in the forecast for the next week.
I could go until next November without rain.
With no rain?
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah. Those cold, frigid mornings. Let's see who's on here. Larry Sorry. Evening, guys. Great seeing you. Always look forward to the show. Paul Vesey. Good evening. Nice to see you guys on here. Can always rely on the constants that join us. Yeah. Outstanding. JB Brown's on here. Nice to see you, buddy. Yeah, I think you guys are going to enjoy tonight's program. We got some great guests lined up, some outstanding gentlemen in their own right in the industry doing great things. Ron's on here, of course. Yep, Scott. Nice to see you guys. Old dude with aluminum boat here.
All right, pal.
Yeah, nothing gets past these guys, Bill. That's fantastic. Yep. Oh, hey, the man himself, VP of Lamiglas, Roger Hinchcliffe is joining us.
Roger?
Roger is on the board. Yeah. Yeah, Dad of TikTok's on here, Jordan. Yep. What's up? Yeah. So, what else you got? What else you know?
What I do know is I found the cut of Steelhead.
Yes, you did. On a spoon.
I did.
Was that a copper spoon?
Yep.
Little copper tone, huh?
Little copper tone. Yeah, copper gives you whopper.
I told you the first thought that ran through my head when I saw you down on the rocks. I mean, this was after we were done fishing and you and Brenda went to a different river and successfully found one like instantly. I mean, there you are in your pants and your tennis shoes and you're putting that fish to hand. And I thought, boy, Grandma Patty Murray's tennis shoes got nothing on Grandpa Herzog.
Matter of fact, these exact shoes are right here.
Those fish catching sneakers.
They are indeed.
Yeah.
Lucky.
Outstanding. Yeah. So you're giving Murray a run for her money there, Grandpa in tennis shoes. You may have to go into the political arena.
You do not want me in the political. Maybe you do. Maybe you do.
Well,
yeah.
What kind of ideas you going to bring to the table?
Well, I either get fired immediately or promoted.
Probably promoted. Look at the way things work. Yeah. We got a lot of issues with Herzog down to level B. Well, bring him up to level A.
Bring a taser.
Make him somebody else's problem. Yeah. Right on. Yeah. Ainsworth is on here. He was successful in finding some Chinookies today. How many of you guys are out there getting on the Blackmouth? Huh? Yeah.
Leave us a couple, if you please.
Lake Michigan, but the muddy water and on a small boat, 6 lines, 2 guys. Jason. Why is the water muddy? You guys got a lot of snow melt going on, or what's contributing to the turbidity in Lake Michigan? I'd be curious. You ever fish Lake Michigan?
I fished the tribs to it
Okay.
once way back in the day, and it had spectacular steelheading.
Yeah.
Every fish was perfect. Not a mark on any of them. There's no predators. They're just
All the same size. too.
absolutely perfect fish. Rivers stuffed with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they were the slimiest creatures I've ever seen in my life.
They do have that.
From the cold water. Beautiful fish. Lots of them.
I fished a few of the rivers back there, the Manistee for steelhead. That looks a lot like the Chehalis. Structure-wise, stumps, wood, and flow. Fished Lake Michigan with Mark Tremera way back in the day. He's a Potsky guy back in the day. Yeah, trolling. 3 of us on board, 14 rods. Trolling Rapalas at high speed and getting steelhead and browns. And in the shallow water, and unlike what Jason's expressing here, muddy water, gin clear, you can see the shelves and the rock croppings and stuff. You're running tight up there into shore. I mean, we're probably in 15 foot of water, if I remember right. Yeah, just shallow.
I always heard that the guys go out and they find like a tide rip. They're looking for the scum lines, they call them out there. Troll through there to catch steelhead.
Yeah.
Everything that swim lives out there.
It was an interesting concept and how they do that. 50 to 60 mile an hour winds. Ooh, sign me up. That that sounds fun. Boy, Wyoming's got nothing on you. Yeah,
man.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, crazy.
56.
Yep.
Oof.
You can see 50 to 60 feet normally. Yeah, I remember Michigan, Lake Michigan being extremely clear. And so clear that you're literally running your gear 250 feet behind the boat, kind of like we do over at Roosevelt.
Yeah, well, it's the same thing. You need separation.
And then you got your side planers, like we do in Roosevelt. And I mean, I'm clipping a couple rods on each side of the side planer, like we do, right? They're stacking 5-6 rods on each side planer. They're out 300 feet each side and just.
How is there not just some crazy cat's cradle thing going on?
Well, so it's like a pyramid, right? The rods that are out the farthest are back the farthest. Okay, and as you come in closer to the boat, you are bringing those in. So in theory, you hook a fish on the middle rod, it's going to come in behind the boat, and it's going to, the rods that are out behind it are not back as far. I don't think we tangled a single rod.
Well, you get one super hot fish that doesn't care about what your plans are and just wipes out the whole deal. And you know,
doesn't care what your plans are.
Yeah.
That's crazy. 65 mile an hour winds tonight.
Thank you.
Yeah, no thanks.
No thanks.
Yeah. They got quite a bit of snow there this year, and now they get the wind. And yeah. Anyway, what do you think? Get it rolling?
Why not?
Yeah, might as well. Got a lot to get through, so let's do this. Okay, let me get this set up here, Jordan. Okay, on my mark.
Get set.
One ping. I'm waiting on Jordan. How about that? My arm's getting tired. Hello and welcome to Fish on the West. New England, Bill Herzog.
Hunting, fishing is my kind of style. Look the one
right there. Oh, there we go. That River Bright Chinook hatchery, so keep that fish. Look at that thing. It's not a bad start right there. Oh, it's a big kokanee.
Well, this is as old school as you could ever imagine.
We're fishing this McKay pot. One of the cool things about a McKay pot is it's got our bait tunnel built in.
Well, buddy, what do you think, huh? Oh my gosh. You spotted him. 360 rod in the Quick Series. Fantastic rod. 10.5 foot, 17 to 40 pound rating. Water getting in there, and he's going to pull right out of my hand. There he goes. Hello and welcome to Fish on Northwest. New England, Mr. Bill Herzog.
Good morning.
How are you?
Any better? I couldn't stand it. So my grandpa used to say all the time.
You're all dolled up in your latest Lamiglas fashion.
I am. I have all the accoutrement.
Looks very nice.
Thank you very much.
I got to talk to Mr. John Posey, get me one of those vests.
If you could only find him.
Yeah. I think he's about a stone's throw away.
Think so?
We'll get it figured out.
Okay.
So I want to welcome everybody to the program. Coming to you from the Fish on Northwest studio located here in Olympia, Washington. So glad you could join us. We got a ton of info to get through, Bill.
And that's a good thing.
Yeah, it's been busy. Matter of fact, this last week or so, Jordan and I even got out here in the backyard. You know, Area 13, I say the backyard, it's literally 7 minutes from the house. For good reason to spend a little time out there, especially this time of year. The few of the blackmouth are starting to show up. Now, we didn't get anything we could keep. Fish that we got on the troll were had an extra fin attached to them. And Jordan did manage to jig one up, real nice little hatchery fish. Unfortunately, it's 21 inches, so he couldn't keep it. But, man, what a spectacular day. 60 degrees, no wind, mountain rainier in the background. I mean, just, yeah. Yeah, so, you know, and we're just getting in the first part of April here. So getting out on the water here as the month rolls on through, putting those Lamiglas jigging rods to work.
Oh, hi. Mm-hmm. They feel just like the old school ones.
Oh,
I can't wait to use them.
Yep. And then back that up here a few days ago, we finally got back out to the coast for our final day of winter on Steelhead with our buddy Ruben Estevilo. They're on the Queets. Now, of course, everything's closed. We hit up the end of March here. And but boy, a little frigid that morning.
And that may had a little bit to do with our lack of finding fish, I think, now that I look back on it.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it didn't take that long in the morning to get that first one, but not as many fish around as we had hoped.
No, not that I'm used to from seeing that place.
Well, yeah, especially for there.
Right.
And especially the time of year that we were there. You would think we were going to be, we were going to find something pretty amazing.
Did you notice your co-host was a little bit wound up when we got there, bouncing around?
Well, Ruben had said you'd been doing cartwheels on the gravel bar for the last 15 minutes or so.
I was.
Yeah, no, I was really, the anticipation was high. The river conditions could not have been better.
Oh my God, we had 3 feet of visibility.
Yeah, for that particular river, that is really, really good. And again, that time of year, last few days of March, I mean, they should be stacked. It kind of was on par with what we have experienced throughout the majority of our winter steelhead season this year on a number of rivers.
Seemed to be the script.
Yeah, 1 or 2 fish, 2 or 3 encounters for your day, and thanks for coming. That's kind of where it's at. Now, I'm sure a handful of guys out there on any given river, any given day, you're bumping into a handful of fish, but you got, we worked hard all year for a few.
And well, we didn't really go that often. To have really good days, especially years like this where there's not a ton of fish around, you will have good days. This is the way it works when fish come through. But if you only go 4 or 5 times like we did, kind of hard to pin what good day down.
Yeah, you're really not establishing any type of pattern.
Right.
You're really not, connected to what the water conditions are consistently day in, day out. So we're just pecking. Yeah,
we're just showing up.
Okay,
when usually it takes a couple of days to get into the flow.
Right.
Where are the fish at? What are they taking? Where should we float? Where should we walk? We didn't have any of that. We just walked right in and said, okay, historically we did this. And that's
so here we are. Speaking of flow, let's get into tonight's program.
Okay.
Hey, we'll introduce you to Mr. Ruben Estevilo, Quinault fishing guide, and our end of the season steelhead fishing on the coast. And then we're going to bring somebody in studio here that a lot of you folks already know. Guest in studio, Mr. John Posey, President Lamiglas Fishing Rods. He's here with a big announcement.
Really?
Absolutely. So stay tuned. Back after this break. The new leader in heavy gauge aluminum boats. Allied boats have standard reverse chine and lifting rakes to help you plane faster and run at lower RPMs. Allied boats have several models to choose from, ranging from a 19-foot Mustang all the way up to a 32-foot Liberator. So regardless of what type of heavy gauge aluminum boats you are looking for, Allied Boats will have it for you. Contact Allied Boats today to learn more about these incredible fishing machines.
Sharp as can be. Super strong, super durable.
Really good penetration. Thinner and stronger.
Catch fish after fish.
I want to make sure that I'm using the best stuff possible.
World's finest hook.
World's finest hook.
Gamakatsu, world's finest hook.
Before I head out in the field, I make sure I'm ready. Out here, moments come without warning. And what most people call luck is just being prepared when the chance finally shows up. Work sharp.
Max Lure has been making time-proven fishing lures since 1969. Our quality fish attractors have become essential gear for generations of anglers. From the iconic wedding ring and sling blade to the versatile sonic bait fish, each of our products are designed to help you reel in bigger and better fish. Max Lure products have helped anglers catch more fish for years, and we're confident you will too. Get your tackle at maxlure.com.
All right, good morning, guys. Dwayne England, and well, we all know this guy.
Hi.
Are you excited?
No.
No.
Not at all.
He's been doing cartwheels up and down.
He hasn't slept for 5 days. Ruben Estevilo, finally nice to get out here with you, buddy. We've been talking about it for years.
Couple years.
Yeah, Quinault River Guide, or Quinault Fishing Guide, excuse me. And this is a little piece of heaven for you out here, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I've had some pretty spectacular days with this guy, as a matter of fact.
Absolutely.
Really good fishing here, Kate.
So we're on accessible river by reservation only.
Yep.
Correct. So, and Ruben, you've been guiding out here for a number of years. You're one of the.
This is my 26th year.
Yeah.
Officially. One
of the staples out here, and folks can come out here and fish as long as they're jumping in the boat with a river guide.
Yeah, they gotta be with a Quinault tribal guide.
Right. Yep. So we're taking opportunity. We got today, tomorrow. Season closes after tomorrow, boys. So last couple days, and boy, God dialed up a beautiful day for us. I'm telling you, man, this is going to be amazing. So,
no wait, not to giggle. Right?
Oh gosh, been waiting to get out here, chase winter steelhead, end of season. This is when the big kids come to play, Bill.
You may hook something you cannot land today. That would not be unfeasible.
There you go. Yeah. So looking forward to this. Great opportunity out here on the reservation, and we're going to show you what this is all about. We're spending the day with Ruben on the river. Bring the day to you. Here we go. All right, Brenda, ladies first. What?
Tough crowd.
Okay. Yep. Oh. Here we go.
Crank that heater up.
Boy, you can turn your hand do-do-do-do-do. Can you dig it? Ha-ha! What do you think?
I think that's a thing of beauty right there.
I got to do it, man. I got to do it. It's been too long.
Yeah, I'm gonna run this through a few times, and I'm gonna get that bobber dogging rig.
Ready?
Oh yeah, there you go.
Just trying to warm up a little bit.
Spray him.
Well.
Oh, that's a bobber down.
Golly, that thing drained. What was that? Oh, what a chromer. Oh, yeah. Yeah, buddy. Chrome bright steelhead in the sunshine. Oh, yeah. Oh, there we go. Oh, look at that go. Attaboy. I'm going to get it come back up a little bit here. Nice fish. Hammered that okie too, just hammered at the end of the drift. I was just waiting on it, and all of a sudden, yep, there it was, picked it up. I can just bring it slowly up onto the beach here, not out of the water, but, oh, you got it. All right. There we go. Yeah, you look at that, huh? Right there in the corner of the mouth, the old number 5 Okie. There we go. Oh yeah, huh?
I don't see right now. This is what
there we go. Come on, girly. There you go. You get pulling out of my hand and come on. There we go.
It's an okie fish.
Yeah, it's like, you know, time to pick up the drift rod, number 5 Okie.
What do you know?
into the drift. Remember I was talking to people at the seminars, Bill, and I told them at the end of that drift, you just got to let it sit there. And of course, my right shoulder's all jacked up, so I'm holding it in my left hand. I literally was thinking, if I get ripped on right now, I'm gonna have to hook set my left hand, and all of a sudden my rod just goes woof, woof, woof. I'm like, there she is.
You see, now you've seen the whole program in Fish Hunt Northwest. Wayne catches a fish, and the rest of us all stand around and watch him.
Yeah, that's how it works. Bill, it's a classic, man. We do it again, do it every year. Stick lead, 20-inch leader, number 5 Okie, 2/0. 2/0 gammy bead hook. These things are strong, Ruben.
Yeah.
It's a thin wire, but they brought it over from the bass world.
Oh yeah.
And you know how notorious those guys are in hook setting, right? So they slick coated this, and I've been fishing it, and I'll tell you what, I have yet, I'm gonna knock on wood here today, but I have yet to lose a fish on these hooks.
Right on.
But yeah, there you go. Look at that, man. Yeah, you hear that? You watching? There we go.
Gotta have a boyfriend laying there with her.
Yep. Just perfect. I mean, I'm throwing it out there, getting in that current. I'm just swinging it on through. Take 6 steps down, do it again. Just keep covering water. And I worked my way down about, I don't know, 20, 30 feet. And there it was. Of course, I mean, it figures. Sun's on them. They're moving into that soft water, coming off the edge, warming up. Yeah.
Tide time.
Yeah. Okay, there's one.
Right on.
That's all you need.
Beautiful. Huh?
Good job.
Yeah, buddy.
Behind every great fishtail, every grip and grin glory shot, a record set, there lies tragedy, folly, mishap, strife only an angler's heart can know. Out here, you have to earn your strikes. It won't be pretty, but we'll have your stern through thick and thicker, because there are always more fish in the sea, and the right one, it's out there, just waiting to be found.
The Northwest premier upland bird hunting destination. Located along the beautiful Umatilla River in eastern Oregon. Fully guided bird hunts with expert guides and top-notch dogs. Enjoy comfortable accommodations and gourmet meals at the Riverview Lodge. Book your sensational hunting experience with Horseshoe Curve Outdoors.
Defiance Marine is the one-stop shop for the Pacific Northwest angler. Defiance Marine guarantees the best price on a new and best service on a repower for your current boat. Defiance Marine is a Honda Premier dealership and one of the largest on the West Coast. Defiance Marine is a boat dealer who proudly sells Defiance, Allied, and Arima boats. All boats are built by West Coast fishermen for West Coast fishermen. Defiance Marine has all your boating needs to help you get out on the water. All right, welcome back here in studio. What'd you think, Bill?
What do I think?
Yeah.
Is this one a 7-second delay?
No. So that was a gorgeous little hen that morning. A little frigid.
It was a perfect fish.
Yeah.
I mean, everything you'd ever want in the steelhead.
It was just nice to end my season on yet another fish picked up drift fish in the Okie, man. It's just a staple in my arsenal. It has been now the last couple of years. I think I've caught more fish drift fishing in Okie than any other presentation the last couple of years.
What do you know? The fish still eat them.
Yeah.
I'm shocked.
You said it the other day. They don't know what year it is.
They do not know. No, they don't.
So bring the Okie back. They don't know what year it is, and it still works, man.
Yeah.
It absolutely works. And a mile or so out of the tidal water there on that beautiful piece of God's country, and man, just a specimen. And we did hit a couple more fish. I rolled one other one on a suspended worm on a jig head that I didn't stick, and then Ruben got one on a plug that was a little stained up, but not a horrible morning. Just kind of that average, 2 to 3 fish.
Right.
So,
and it's kind of the way the whole year has been. And what I've seen, and what I've seen, what you've seen, and what I've heard. Of course, we talked about guys who have really good days. You're going to have that if you're on the river every day, catching and drop.
Yep.
You're going to have these great days, but as a rule,
yes,
it's steelhead fishing, and we're searching for the 1s and 2s.
Well, so steelhead fishing's in the rear view. We are now after some salmonids out there in the Puget Sound coming up here, actually tomorrow, and looking forward to some east side fisheries moving forward. It's springtime, man. There's other things to do. Now, enough on that. We have a gentleman sitting to your immediate right, familiar with too many, but maybe a few may not know him, Mr. John Posey, president there at Lamiglas Fishing Rods. John, welcome to the studio, buddy.
Oh, thanks. Nice to be here in person.
Yeah, finally. Yeah. You're a busy guy. It's hard to get you out of that factory, out of that office. Yeah.
That's right. I'm in there spinning rods every day.
Yeah, you are.
And I can tell you, welcome back, John.
Thanks, buddy.
We've been working together down there at the old Lamiglas place forever.
We
took a little hiatus, but you're back running the company. It's been there 51 years now.
75 this year.
75.
Yeah, how about that? Now that you're back, I've heard some rumors you're working on some stuff, and I want the deets. What have you been doing? What's going on?
Well, we work on a lot of stuff all the time, Bill, as you know.
Yes, absolutely.
Now we're going to have to come up with an Okie rod.
Yeah, well,
a special rod.
Put my name on it.
Actually, okay.
Caught my first steelhead in Puyallup River, 1978, on an Okie drifter.
And your last one, because you might be dead by the end of this.
You never know. Yeah, that might be the first and last. Bookend it with an Okie. That's what we're doing.
No, it's funny. The guys would come into the sports show and they go, I need a rod that I can fish salmon, steelhead, sturgeon, trout, walleye.
Yeah, I want to go to High Mountain Lake, brook trout, and I want to catch wahoo and cabo.
One rod, Well, as most people know that fish a lot, you need the right tool.
Absolutely.
You've got to have something for pulling plugs or for casting.
Yep.
Drift fishing.
Yep.
Back bouncing.
That's why when we got back together, I put in my rod order.
Yeah.
And you sent it, man. It's like, I know you guys fish a lot of fisheries, and we do. I mean, we can complain about lack of opportunity at times, and there's some truth to that. But when we do have opportunity in all the different fisheries we have here in the Northwest, you do need different rods to tackle each and every one.
Sure. Oh, it's important. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you got some stuff going on. You guys are kicking out some amazing products, and you have an announcement.
Well, somebody in this room has been asking me, and our good friend Dave Vetter has been asking me.
Oh, yeah.
Along with probably somebody half a dozen times a week. When are you bringing back Certified Pro?
Right.
I hear that every day.
Yeah.
Every day.
Well, it's here.
Certified Pro.
Oh, my goodness.
This is the Certified Pro. This is the 10-foot Magnum taper.
Yeah, the X10 MTC.
With somebody's name on it.
And you still got that name on it. That's pretty bizarre.
You brought two of them.
I did.
Wow.
I did.
I was so excited my earphone.
So this is a rod that's that Bill helped us design probably 2000.
Yeah. About 25 years ago.
Yeah.
I asked you for a rod that's going to catch nothing but big steelhead. I designed this for the Living Peninsula Skeena system. This thing's got mad
Skeena rod.
So you are hand delivering two brand new Certified Pro 10-foot Bill Herzog spoon rods to me and Bill this evening on this show right now. And you're saying you guys are bringing back the Certified Pro.
We are going to bring it back. We're 75 years old this year.
Yes.
This is an exact copy. I mean, it looks like you went back in the time machine.
It's the rod. It is the rod.
Color and everything, dude.
Yeah.
Wow, man.
Certified Pros are going to be back. The old school brown, the whole deal, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Bring some nice classic color back to it. The thing with the Certified Pro series, like we were talking about, each rod is specific for a technique.
Right.
So there's back bouncing. There's plug pulling. There's, the spoon rod you can use for a lot of different things.
Yeah, I used this rod on the Sawdug many times years back when the old big old dink float and the pink worm was there.
Yeah.
It's a perfect rod for that.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Well, I just showed you down the shop. I still have an old 1064 Certified Pro 15 to 30.
Yeah,
trolling
was
rod.
one of
the downrigger rod.
Yeah.
Certified Pro. Man.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you, John. I cannot.
Wow,
I don't know if I'll
man,
fish this rod. I might just have to hang on to it.
I might fish it.
That's a thing of
There's
beauty.
a pretty good chance.
Wow. Bringing back the Certified Pro.
Man.
That's exciting news. I hope you guys are doing cartwheels right now because this is pretty amazing. Lamiglas, bringing back the Certified Pro.
Yeah.
We are going to jump out for a quick break. We got a bit more to talk to you about because you just got here.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. More to discuss right after this break.
Behind every great fishtail, every grip and grin glory shot, a record set, there lies tragedy, folly, mishap, strife only an angler's heart can know. Out here, you have to earn your strikes. It won't be pretty, but we'll have your stern through thick and thicker. Because there are always more fish in the sea, and the right one, it's out there, just waiting to be found.
The Northwest premier upland bird hunting destination. Located along the beautiful Umatilla River in eastern Oregon. Fully guided bird hunts with expert guides and top-notch dogs. Enjoy comfortable accommodation and gourmet meals at the Riverview Lodge. Book your sensational hunting experience with Horseshoe Curve Outdoors.
Defiance Marine is the one-stop shop for the Pacific Northwest angler. Defiance Marine guarantees the best price on a new and best service on a repower for your current boat. Defiance Marine is a Honda Premier dealership and one of the largest on the West Coast. Defiance Marine is a boat dealer who proudly sells Defiance, Allied, and Arima boats. All boats are built by West Coast fishermen for West Coast fishermen. Defiance Marine has all your boating needs to help you get out on the water. All right, welcome back here in the studio. Still Mr. John Posey, President Lamiglas, still hanging around with us. Appreciate that. You know, get up and walk out. It's always a good sign. But man, exciting news. Certified Pro. The old tech stuff here is just blowing up. People are so excited.
Good.
You guys are bringing that back. So
it's Christmas.
And as you mentioned, it's a series. It's not just the Herzog spoon rod, although that's a very special rod and a lot of history there. But you're bringing back the whole Certified Pro series.
Yeah. Back bouncers, drift rods, float rods, side drift rods.
And you will continue with the ongoing production of your SI series, and your 360 series, and your kokanee rods, and you know that classic on the kokanee. Oh my gosh! And we're still kicking out the red line of the kokanee rod, that 9 foot. That thing.
Yeah,
that is a sockeye rod, my
man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I've seen more of those. What really turned me on to them back before I came back to Lamiglas, before you came back, we'd be out at Brewster trolling around. All these guys have white rods, and I'm like, "What's going on?" He goes, "Well, they're Lamiglases and this and this," and I see. I'm like, "Whoa, really?" And so many people use them. I had to have some, so I called Gerald and I said, "Hey, I want to order a few of those." And there's a little money down there, and you guys sent it be that quick. We went out and fished them, and oh my God, they were so good for sockeye. Wow.
Yeah. 6 ounces off them things.
Yeah, no kidding. Perfect action.
Unbelievable. And really a fun rod to fight, even if you get a smaller fish on there, because that top end of it just so forgiving. You know, really, you guys hit it out of the park in there. And the time I spent down there at the Portland show in the Lammy booth, and folks were coming in going, "Hey, I want a kokanee rod, or what do you got for sockeye? How about this downrigger rod?" Well, I know. Come here, let me show you something. Let me show you something. Not to mention, being a 9 foot rod is pretty nice as well.
Yeah.
If you can go a little longer like that, sometimes it really helps keeping those crazy sockeye, which come out of the water like summer run sometimes. I mean, absolutely just going berserk. Get them out away from the motors, get them out away from the chine of the boat, all those things, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's a good build. Really happy with that. What else you got going on? What else in the hopper?
That's kind of the main focus, as we celebrate 75 years, kind of with America's 250th anniversary.
Exciting.
So
right.
Yeah.
Now you guys have completely shut down anything you had going on down in Mexico.
Yes.
Moved everything back here stateside.
Yes. Yes.
Up in your production down there in Woodland.
Yep.
Yeah. You still hiring? You still looking for folks?
Off and on.
Yeah.
It just depends.
Okay. Yeah. I know it's hard to keep up with demand.
It is.
At times. I mean, people want these rods, and for good reason.
I
mean, but I really like the fact that folks can get online, and if they want to order, if the rod's not available, you're not saying, "Hey, send us your money, we'll get you the rod."
No.
It's like you buy the rod when it's available.
Yeah.
Isn't that right?
Yeah.
And
when it's back in stock, the website will tell you.
They'll get a hold of you.
Yeah.
So if you put that in there and you're looking for that particular rod, when it's available and ready, it's come out of production, you'll get a notification.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And of course, available most retailers in the Northwest for sure, and in the Midwest as well.
Yeah. Yeah. And then of course, folks always want a good warranty program. That's always that's the clincher, man. I get it.
Yep, it is a challenge.
I can only imagine. Yeah. When you're breaking a 40 to 60 pound rated 10-foot rod on a humpy,
Yes.
Where's the warranty on that?
Amazing stories about that.
Oh, I know. Working at Sportco.
Oh my goodness.
Jordan too. Yeah, people coming in. So, well, that's exciting news, John. Very, very happy to see this getting back into production. First ones may be in retail outlets by what? Summertime or?
Yeah, we'll probably by summer.
By summer, online as well.
For 4th of July.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Well, great that you finally made it in studio. Got a great day to look forward to tomorrow, chasing some blackmouth.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been on the salt.
Get you up there in your old backyard up there in the saltwater.
Absolutely.
So, appreciate everybody tuning in. Fantastic time here on tonight's program. Going to be a great weather week for sure. Get out there, get something done. Have a great week. We'll see you next time right here, Fish Hunt Northwest. God bless. Whoop, got that going on. Goes by quick, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Folks are asking, same mandrels?
Apparently.
Well,
they look
same taper.
And, they look like they just went back in time and took them off the rack.
Yeah.
There's going to be a few different ones. The shorter 8.5 foot rods are kind of giving way to 9'2", 9'4".
Not a lot of folks fishing 8.5 rods.
No,
anymore.
and that was
unless it's a trout rod.
Yeah, we used to sell thousands of 8.5s.
Speaking of trout rods,
8.5 foot, 2 to 4 pound. Let's go.
Bang.
9 foot.
Yeah.
Let's go 9 foot 2, huh?
Oh yeah,
8.5.
Sure.
Yeah.
But that makes them
little.
Line makes them a little. The 8.5 seems to be perfect
on a 2 to 4.
Yeah, on a 4 to 8.
4 to 8.
Yeah,
4 to 8. Yeah,
4 to 8.
Yeah,
Yes.
4 to 8. Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially when you're thinking about twitching.
Yeah, but why not?
4 to 9. Let's blow everybody's mind.
That you got,
yeah, that's an 8'6", 4 to 9. Right? Yes. Yeah. Hey, if you guys got questions for Mr. John Posey, make sure you fire them off here before we jump into the second program for tonight and introduce you to our next guest. But yeah, just exciting stuff, John. I can't tell you. Bill and I have been so excited to be back with Lamiglas since you talked to us and we got back together and helped promote your products. And it's
you can come home again.
Yes, you can.
We both know.
Yes, right? Absolutely. Right. Yes. We just get excited every time we go fishing because we know we just got quality fishing rods, whatever we're chasing. It's like it's that rod we were talking about earlier that does every single thing. I mean, that's the ultimate switch rod, but it just don't exist. I mean, you can't. No. There's too many opportunities out there and too many different specificities that you require. Is it the same pre-preg graphite recipe?
The graphite formulas have changed over the years.
I can only imagine.
They're tweaked here, tweaked there, but yeah, basically the same.
Yeah. So, they're gonna perform probably as well as they did previously. Oh, yeah. Very similar. Yep. You guys are gonna stick with the classic cork handles and everything?
Yeah.
On the Certified Pro Series? Yeah.
Far out, man.
Yep. No reason to change that.
The graphite handles are great for rod holders, but most of these rods are really not for a rod holder. We might put the graphite handle on the plug rods.
Yeah.
There's the rod holder right here.
Yeah. Which makes complete sense.
Yeah.
I mean, we went through that spell where we were putting woven material on some of those handles and we're putting them in rod holders and stuff just does
not fail.
Oh, the foam wrapped with the weave. Yeah.
They look nice, but
no, they can't handle the pressure.
No.
So
especially on a 360 rod where your rod is doing this, so it's hitting right against that rod holder
constantly,
and it's
smashing that foam.
Yeah.
The
graphite, woven graphite's very tough.
Yeah, pretty durable. Not going to dent or break any of those. They're going to last for sure. So, I'm just excited, man. This is great news and great things to continue to come out of Lamiglas. So,
man.
Yeah,
that's my baby.
I know. Yeah. Well, you get to take one of those home.
That's my baby, man.
You probably want to fish in the saltwater tomorrow. You're so attached.
He's throwing spoons.
Yeah, he'll be out there throwing spoons.
Leave me alone.
Oh, yeah. Yep, absolutely. Well, we're going to roll out show number 2 here in a bit. So maybe spots there with Don. You go change out that microphone. Okay. But John, it was a pleasure.
Thanks, guys.
Looking forward to you tomorrow. Get you on a salmon out of Puget Sound. Yeah, for sure. So go ahead and walk on over there and get Don all suited up. Let's turn that mic off and okay, you're good. All right.
Now I'll need these.
If you guys step back over there behind and take care of that, we'll get number 2. We'll get show number 2 going here. Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Yes, sir. All right, what do you guys think? Are we excited about how about the 803s? Somebody asked. Certified.
Still in the line.
Huh?
803 still there.
803 is still there. Did I hear Puget Sound? Yes, Edgar. We'll be out there tomorrow. You going to be there? Finally getting the boat out there. The plan was to go this morning, but I ended up coming down with a little something cruddy and had to cancel this morning.
Boy.
Oh, yeah, Cheyenne. She's on here watching the boss. Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. Check it in. Make sure he doesn't say anything he's not supposed to. Yep. Hold on, Don. We're gonna do. We gotta do our first intro segment, and then we're gonna pull you on in. Hold on, Don. Just hold on for a second there. Yes. All right. Yeah, and bring back the Dave Vetter too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
D.
And the Dwayne England drift fishing rod. Yeah. Is that what I heard? The DI. They got the SI series. They need the DI series.
I fished Dave's rod. On the Queets.
Yes, you did.
I'll tell you what, that 10.5, 8 to 12 was a great bobber rod too, a great float rod. Oh my God.
Absolutely.
And a good spoon rod.
Mm-hmm.
And a good drift rod.
And a good this.
Oh boy.
A good that.
Yeah.
A good this and a good that. So okay. A Blackmouth recap, a little discussion on this, and this morning was pretty good. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing.
That's because we weren't there.
Yeah. We'll be there next 2 days. Gonna put a hurting on them. It's time to get out and get some blood in the
So
boat.
I get to, since we weren't there the first 2 days, I get to keep 3.
You get to keep 4, or no, 3 tomorrow or 2 per day. I mean, we'll just tell the gamey that we planned on going
exactly.
fishing. Like we planned on being here, but plans changed.
Makes complete sense.
And we were definitely going to catch fish, so we would be taking 1 each day. So now we're just doubling down on our 1 day that we're here.
We would have caught them anyway.
Yeah, and we're trying to help produce accurate data. Hey, I want some feedback on you guys using your new electronic app device from DFW and marking your fish on your Fish Washington app. Is it working?
Boy.
How's it going?
This could be a real boondoggle.
I read a lot of things on day 1, April 1st, that it basically crashed the site and wasn't working. So curious on how things are going.
Mm-hmm.
Heck, I tried to get on mine tonight and just open it up, and it wouldn't allow me to get past a certain page. Couldn't get into marking the fish category, so I don't know what I'm going to do. But trying to navigate my way through it. We'll see if it works. Credit to DFW if everything functions just fine, But we'll see if we can get there.
Yeah,
we're going to lay these down. Don't step on them.
Okay, please don't.
Yeah, we'll just lay those there. You'll make more?
And
all right.
You drive off the lot, pal.
App works pretty easy after calling them at 6 a.m. tomorrow. Stuck with paper. Yeah, I think most people may.
I'm a paper guy. So I'm a paper
have wanted to stick with paper. I guess we'll see. Anyway. All right, Jordan, we ready?
That's right. I mean.
Yesterday, I mean. Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Here we go. Okay.
All right, Don, we're gonna get through our intro section. We'll go to commercial break. You'll jump in here and we'll make it happen.
What's my motivation here?
You're here. What's my motivation? You're here. Do you need any more than that? Yep. Okay. Yeah. Fantastic. All right, Jordan, you ready? Yep. Hello and welcome to Fish on the West, New England, Bill Herzog.
Hunting, fishing is my kind of style. I float the Wainuchi with
right there. Oh, there we go.
I'm proud I own the
River Brights and those hatcheries and keep that fish. Look at that thing. It's not a bad start right there.
And after work a cold
Oh, it's a big kokanee.
Well, this is as old school as you could ever imagine.
We're fishing this McKay pot. One of the cool things about a McKay pot is it's got our bait tunnel built in.
Well, buddy, what do you think, huh? Oh my gosh. You spotted him. 360 rod in the Cook Series. Fantastic rod. 10.5 foot, 17 to 40 pound rating. Water getting in there, and he's going to pull right out of my hand. There he goes. Hello and welcome to Fish Hunt Northwest. Wayne England, Bill Herzog, and coming to you from the Fish Hunt Northwest studio located here in Olympia, Washington. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing fantastic, man. I got to go steelhead fishing a couple of days in a row. You kidding me?
Yeah, you sure did. And we got some time on the saltwater ahead of us, and just it's been a great couple of weeks.
I love April.
Yeah, who doesn't?
Man.
I mean, things are starting to happen. Fisheries are opening up. The snow's melting, depending where you live. And
For those of you that love winter before this, I'm sorry.
Yeah, narrow-minded individual.
Why?
Yes. We basically we're going to be on the salt tomorrow and the next day. We got 2 days of this 4-day opportunity that we're up against, and we'll see after. Saturday, of course, it'll take them a few days, but they'll tabulate the numbers. And remember, it's not a catch quota that's pushing us off the water. It is the sublegal and wild fish encounters. And I keep coming back to that sublegal encounter, and I keep saying, why? Where's the data supporting the sublegal encounter tracking? It's like, at the end of the day, in the number of years they've been doing this, are we putting more wild fish on the gravel? Because that's ultimately the goal.
Right.
We're talking Chinook salmon, Puget Sound in the problem areas. Are we getting more wild Chinook salmon to the gravel by tracking these sublegal encounters? What it's really doing is pushing our recreational fleet effort off the water.
Right.
And so if we're being put in the penalty box once again, what's the gain on this, right? No, so far I haven't found anybody give me answers. Maybe some folks, WDFW or tribal data will rear its head and they can say, yes, we can show you that this is what's happening. But so far I have yet to see the gains here. Look, Jordan and I went up to the North of Falcon 2 meeting here the other day in Linwood, and we sat and listened to, first of all, I was disappointed DFW didn't have the updated run forecasts and numbers to actually put into the models to talk about what some of the potential opportunities or season settings would be.
Isn't that why you're there?
It is. They received the data late. They're waiting for Canada and Alaska and all those numbers to come in and figure out the formulas and in the models and put in different opportunities and see how it has cause and effect on the end result, right? So they didn't have that data, or they weren't able to get their folks to get that data into the models. And so they did schedule a secondary meeting here. I believe I read it's April 6th or something. They're having an online meeting to update you with all that information, which is great.
Sure.
Would have been nice to have that while we were up in Linwood. Now, the one thing you go away with understanding is that the Stillaguamish and the Snohomish impacts once again, the lack of wild fish in those particular drainages is going to really impact our opportunity on the saltwater once again. I'm talking about our fall and summer Chinook opportunity.
Sure. Oh, yeah.
We have a pretty good abundance of wild fish, of hatchery, and wild fish are down, but hatchery Chinook coming back to Puget Sound this year. And to have all them, I'm talking thousands of hatchery Chinook coming by that we don't get to target because of sublegal encounters and or this component of the Puget Sound region that is handcuffed by the Stillaguamish and the Snohomish is getting very, very frustrating.
Plus, I want to know, how about historically? We can look at 5 year, 6 year trends of where the run is going up there if they're watched closely, like they should be.
Right.
If you go if 15 years has went by and we're not getting any more fish, or there's a slight downward trend, well then all these fish that are coming through that we've paid for, these are sportsman's fish and travel fish too. Right? We share everything.
Right.
It's more for everybody. So why can't we say, okay, when does it come to the point that we've done what we can
for
these
happen.
fish? And it's not going to happen. We don't see any way a miraculous, another 100,000 fish are going to appear.
There is there's a surplus of hatchery fish making it to the hatcheries, overabundance, and they go to waste, and there's different. I mean, there's a lot of layers to this thing. The frustration is we don't get to be on the water and target them. We get a few days here, a few days there. We don't get a season.
Okay.
And that's what's really starting to tick a lot of folks off, because you keep going, okay, well, hopefully this year they finally are coming back, they're rebounding back.
Sure.
We just haven't seen it. So we're going to be penalized again on a return that is substantially higher than last year's return, albeit the wild fish numbers are down, but the hatchery fish, the numbers of hatchery fish in the water that we should be able to remove so they don't conflict with, terminal areas. I mean, that's ultimately the goal. We could go on for this for a long time.
Oh boy,
we don't have enough time.
We could do gear restrictions and on and on.
Yes.
And on.
Tonight's program, we're going to introduce you all to Don New, director at Hatchery Wild Coexist. He's here to bring us up to date on all the things they are doing and how you can get involved with Hatchery Wild Coexist.
And you should.
And you should. And we'll introduce you to Mr. New right after this break. Allied, the new leader in heavy gauge aluminum boats. Allied boats have standard reverse chine and lifting rakes to help you plane faster and run at lower RPMs. Allied boats have several models to choose from, ranging from a 19-foot Mustang all the way up to a 32-foot Liberator. So regardless of what type of heavy gauge aluminum boats you are looking for, Allied Boats will have it for you. Contact Allied Boats today to learn more about these incredible fishing machines.
Sharp as can be. Super strong, super durable.
Really good penetration.
Thinner and stronger.
Catch fish after fish.
I want to make sure that I'm using the best stuff possible.
World's finest hook.
World's finest hook.
Gamakatsu, world's finest hook.
Yep, for sure. Oh yeah, big fish. Yeah, buddy. Nice fish. Oh, beauty. Gorgeous fish.
Bobby's on the board.
We got a good one.
Oh yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, no, geez, come on.
Nice fish. Nice fish.
All right, welcome back here to the program. I want to introduce you all to Don New, director at Hatchery Wild Coexist. Don, welcome to the studio. Glad you finally made it up here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
I'm hoping I get a little bit of your aura and helps me in my spoon fishing.
Well, yeah, let's not too much gets on you.
Yeah.
You got to clean it up.
Oh my God. So Don, for those not aware, maybe they've never heard of Hatchery Wild Coexist. Give us a little history lesson. When was it established, and what are you guys actually doing?
Okay. Well, we started in Oregon a little over 5 years ago, 5.5 years ago. And there were three of us that had been going to the Rendezvous every year, which is a fundraiser on the North Coast, put on by the Enhancement Fund there, Jack Smith and Dave Shamp. And the two of them had been grousing for, it was probably the 30th event before we started putting something together. They've been talking every year, once time a year, that we got to do something about the pressure coming from the societies, the wild fish.
Yes.
And so finally, Jack and Dave, we sat down, had a beer, talked about starting something that could represent, all of us in Oregon and Washington, and put some pressure, show some camaraderie, show some numbers, and really build up a coalition that could fight that other side that was saying, that hatcheries are a bad thing.
Sure.
Hatcheries are the enemy. So we launched it at the sports show 5 years ago, walked around with a little brochure and some stickers.
I remember.
We're a non-membership. We don't have members. And often people will ask, well, what can I do to get involved? And my answer is always, respond when we put out a voter voice or a message saying, boy, you got to send in this email or text message into Olympia because of a bill, and show that we've got big numbers. And one of the metrics that we use that makes this thing work is about 3 weeks ago, there was a wild broodstock bill that was
kind of coming together in committee, and we put out a notice the night before, hit them and tell them that you're behind that potential bill and that money that it would take to put up wild broodstock programs in several of the tributaries and several of the systems in Washington.
Yeah.
We had 1,500 people respond.
Right.
Nice.
The other side had 3.
Yeah.
So
I remember
our testimony was very strong.
Right.
The other side's testimony was very weak. And I can't be, I mean, I'm biased, but it was that way. It was 1,500. You can't fight that.
Sure.
So if there's anything you can do is follow us in social media, Facebook and Instagram. We don't run on much. We don't have big overhead. We're a nonprofit, all volunteer group. So, donations are always great. Go to our store. You can do a search on pretty much any browser, Hatchery Wild. You'll come to our presence.
So how many people are involved in running Hatchery Wild Coexist? How many folks you got, and what are you guys trying to do each year? Speaking of being involved.
So I'm the guy doing it. I mean, it didn't start out that way. Dave Champ, Jack. Jack is the president of CCA Oregon and a pro guide, and is a very busy guy. And Dave had to do some things with his family and raising a couple of grandkids and some heart attack, little things like that. And that changed his role. So I just kind of took it through COVID. And so I'm the guy, I guess.
Yeah.
I have a great board. There's Vertopoulos, Kratzer, Mike Olson, Dave and Jack are still on the board. Let's see, Cameron Black is an at-large guy. I'm going to forget somebody. Oh, Jim. Jim Ravelli is a business guy that kind of keeps the wheels on us. He's a great. He was the general at our banquet, kept it going. So I've got really a strong board that can make things happen. And the community, like originally Sportco, now Bob's and Fisherman's Marine, and Procure has always been great. Edge Rods has always been great. We've got some people for 5 years that have been supportive of us at a financial level.
What's the what are you guys working towards? I mean, what's the goal here? Educate folks overall, like that hatcheries are not detrimental to returning fish, or what's the ultimate goal here of Hatchery Wild Coexist?
It's through science and logic. If you go on the website, it tells you that hatcheries really aren't the enemy. That if you eliminate hatcheries, that's not going to make wild fish come roaring back. And there are lots of studies that show that. And that we need to preserve as best we can in both states the presence of hatcheries, the modernization of hatcheries, and it is education. So our first year we did a film we debunked a lot of the things that Patagonia came out with that really kind of victimized us as hatchery people. It was just misinformation. So we did that, put it away, didn't worry about it anymore. And then we did a general hatchery piece that you could show at a high school biology class or at a Rotary meeting that just told the history of hatcheries and why they are important to wild fish too. And we never discount the idea that wild fish aren't number one for what we're doing. But without hatchery fish, you won't have wild fish.
Yeah. Don't you think misinformation is been a little bit too much over the years? For example, hatchery fish, they say they're bad for the wild fish survivability. And come on, right?
The anecdotal evidence usually with that argument is these people will stand on a bank and see a hatchery fish push a wild fish off a red. And all of a sudden that one event, they're detrimental to the wild fish.
Yeah. There's been a lot of misinformation, a lot of mischaracterization, a lot of false information out there. The Patagonia thing did hatchery production, true hatchery production, not farm fish and not the things that they tied into that. Misleading, misguiding, miseducating. So hold it right there, jumping out for a quick break. Lots more to talk with Don New when we come back after this break.
I make my living catching fish, not only as a tournament angler, but as a guide as well. Catching fish is important, and Gamakatsu hooks for me, you know, they kind of help take the luck out of fishing a little bit just because they're a high quality hook. Obviously have a really good reputation for being very strong and very sharp. Gamakatsu, I use their products every day in the boat, and, you know, big part of my success.
All right, welcome back here, Fish on Northwest. Still with our in-studio guest, Don New, director at Hatchery Wild Coexist.
Yeah. Don, do we have any rivers? We talk about getting rid of the hatchery fish, right? In Washington, Oregon, even California, who knows, where hatchery fish have been removed, totally removed, not planted for a good number of time. Have we seen any resurgence of wild fish, recovery of wild fish because of those removal?
No. The best example not locally here, but in Oregon, is Clackamas. The ODFW convinced all of us 30 years ago to eliminate a run of 20,000 summer fish steelhead. We did that, so it dropped to nothing, and they said the wild fish would be roaring back, and it was the same.
Also went down.
It went down. Yeah.
Well, you know, we are up against a lot of predation issues in both Washington and Oregon. And don't get me going down the rabbit hole on, you know, how much impact they're having, but if you have a 50-50 split, for example, in perfect world of hatchery and wild fish out there, and those predators can be targeting and they don't care and blah, 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 it's fine. But you remove all them hatchery fish and all we have is wild fish, and we're trying to bring back wild fish, and we've done nothing else, maybe a little bit of habitat restoration, maybe this, maybe that. But all we're doing is trying to let Mother Nature take care of that. And the predation numbers continue to go up because we've had no intervention there other than when we have, and we've proven the rapid cause and effect in that regard. You know, nature doesn't care, fin or no fin, they don't care. They don't have a punch card. They don't have to talk to a gamey. So guess what? They're going to feed on whatever is there present in front of them.
Yeah.
And so it's been proven. And I know we've talked many times and a lot of other folks are on board. Look, you can't bring back wild fish without hatcheries.
Right.
You just can't do it.
Yeah. So I had mentioned our general film for consumption of adults and kids. The next one we did was Wild Broodstock last year. On Wild Broodstock. It was a short documentary. It's done really well in
Washington. These are educational films. Like,
educational.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Wild Broodstock is an easy sell because there's a lot of volunteerism. And our one that we just started is a documentary on sea lions.
Still in production?
Just started it.
Yeah, okay.
Just started.
Yep.
But it's going to be used as a tool by several legislators that want to take it to the feds.
Sure.
You know, we've got permits to eliminate those.
We discussed that in depth with Senator Jeff Wilson here a few weeks ago. Yes.
Wilson's a good guy. He'll use this because it's got to go to a national, to the Capitol, and the money, it's big adult money.
Absolutely.
Onesie, twosie kind of stuff. Neither department's going to step up because they don't have money. So we're looking for serious money so that we can start moving some animals out of the place. Like your Cowlitz River is, I mean, it's just an awful situation.
Sure.
It's easy. We got lots of stuff that we've shot there. And you show that to a legislator or someone that's got money in Washington, D.C., or you show them that and you see the irony of spending millions, if not billions of dollars on ESA listed fish. And then the Marine Mammal Act protects these guys. Their population is 90,000 30 years ago. Now it's 380, 360.
Right.
And look at the graph of our fish.
Of the fish,
So you show
cause and effect.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
And if you try to position it as fish are better than sea lions, you'll lose at a level where people don't know the difference.
Sure.
One's a big animal with eyelashes and it's cute.
And
One's a little ball on its
Yeah.
nose. So you have to show the metrics and you have to show the irony. And we're going to do that in this film and it'll be available to everybody.
Attaboy.
Excellent. Yeah, education's valuable. A lot of folks have been misled over the years. These wild fish groups that have deep pockets and a lot of donors, including out-of-state monies coming into Washington and Oregon to these organized groups. And the lawsuits they file against our, fish and game departments and them trying every which way to prevent any programs to continue in the realm of planting hatchery fish because they think it's the demise of our wild fish. Well, the public's been misinformed, misled.
Yeah.
And it says right there in your title, Hatchery Wild Coexist.
Yeah. If you go to the website and look at Dr. Lackey's report out of Oregon State, it's very definitive about what would happen if you eliminate all commercial fishing, sport angling. You can't take out a bad ocean. You can't take out the kind of predation we have, or the culverts, or the dams. If you stripped out hatchery fish, most of the 60 people that chimed in that were biologists, scientists, doctors said, we'll blink out in 10 years.
Yeah, be done.
An orca's not going to look. He looks out at an area and there's 70% of 70 fish in 100 pod are hatchery fish. The other 30 are not marked fish.
Yeah.
You take those out, you think, an orca is going to decide, well, no, those are ESA listed.
They don't
We're
care.
not going to eat those. No, they'll slurp them up like pudding.
Opportunistic feeders is what they are. Okay, a little bit more to discuss with you. We have so many topics to tackle and never enough time. Out for a quick break. We'll be right back.
Behind every great fishtail, every grip and grin glory shot, a record set, there lies tragedy, folly, mishap, strife only an angler's heart can know. Out here, you have to earn your strikes. It won't be pretty, but we'll have your stern through thick and thicker. Because there are always more fish in the sea, and the right one, it's out there, just waiting to be found.
The Northwest premier upland bird hunting destination. Located along the beautiful Umatilla River in eastern Oregon. Fully guided bird hunts with expert guides and top-notch dogs. Enjoy comfortable accommodation and gourmet meals at the Riverview Lodge. Book your sensational hunting experience with Horseshoe Curve Outdoors.
Defiance Marine is the one-stop shop for the Pacific Northwest angler. Defiance Marine guarantees the best price on a new and best service on a repower for your current boat. Defiance Marine is a Honda Premier dealership and one of the largest on the West Coast. Defiance Marine is a boat dealer who proudly sells Defiance, Allied, and Arima boats. All boats are built by West Coast fishermen for West Coast fishermen. Defiance Marine has all your boating needs to help you get out on the water. All right, welcome back as we wind it down here. So real quick, we got a big banquet coming up here in December.
December 5th, we did our first fundraiser last year. We had hoped for 100, and we had 322 people.
It was amazing.
We're convinced that it was because he was the MC. But
in his jail.
But it was
shirt.
it was an ecumenical group of arch rivals and people who worked together and fished together for years. All the departments, dignitaries. It was just it
was
really
great
went
to see.
well. Yep.
And how can we join? How can anybody join?
Oh, they help out.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no joining.
Right.
We just want
Well,
people
join.
to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. We love donations. We don't have big overhead, but because of the success of that banquet,
Right.
we're able to do 6 kids events, not 2.
Gotcha.
And do them right.
Yeah, one of them is our.
Yeah, we're sponsoring.
Yeah,
We can actually sponsor things.
Yeah, it's
That's
fantastic.
segue.
You're going to be on board with us May 16th. Great
Yeah.
segue because we're going to talk about this. The 6th annual Fish Hunt Northwest annual Trout Derby. That will be hosted once again there at Summit Lake. It's our 6th year, Bill. Can you believe that?
Wow.
So huge event. We get a couple hundred kids coming out. That will be May 16th, Saturday, May 16th. Daylight start. Participants must be in line for weigh-in by 11 a.m. This derby is for kids 14 years of age or under. Every child participating in the derby is given a free T-shirt and a raffle ticket. So every kid's going home with something, guys. And Don, you guys are showing up as sponsors of the event, and you'll have a booth set up there handing out more information to folks that are attending, which is great. This year we also have lunch provided once again. This year it's going to be street tacos and quesadillas and rice and beans, all for free for everybody attending. Yes, the Puget Sound Anglers will be on board. They're providing the kids' trout pond again. So at the facility, we have a trout pond. We're putting 350 trout in from WDFW to assist with that. And other than that, folks are fishing the lake. Washington State Guide Association providing boats. People get to step into guide boats for free. All the information is available at our webpage, www.fishhuntnw.com. Go to the events tab, click on that. All the information, pre-register, also navigate your way to signing up for guide boats. And you're going to be able to bring the kids out, enjoy a bunch of free stuff, win a lot of amazing prizes, introduce kids to fishing. And again, Hatchery and Wild Coexist will be there along with a lot of other sponsors. It's going to be a great day.
Can't wait. Fun.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time. So things to look forward to. So 10 seconds, Don, any final words?
I would say, again, we're not membership based. People ask what they could do. Just read our stuff and get smarter. There are a lot of people out there who are a lot smarter than we are with hatcheries, but get smarter and be able to support hatcheries and what they're all about.
Yeah, they can find you on all social media platforms and www.hatcherywildcoexist.com.
Yeah.
Correct?
Just put it in the browser. It'll
it comes right up. There's nothing really competing with it. So want to thank Mr. Don New, Director at Hatchery Wild Coexist, for coming in, joining us on tonight's program. And hope you all learned a little bit and seek out more information. Go to their website, www.hatcherywildcoexist.com. Going to do it for us this week here. Get outdoors, get something done. Have a great week. We'll see you next time right here, Fish Hunt Northwest. God bless. Okay. Hey, one other thing, I didn't get into the program, but I put it out there on social media and it's blowing up. Bill, we are officially launching the Fish Hunt Northwest merchandise store.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Bill's pretty excited.
Yeah.
We got the merchandise ready to go. You might even get a new shirt out of the deal.
I'm hoping so, brother.
How about
I
that?
love my lucky, black and white camo, but dang, I need something different.
Opening day of trout season, Lowland Lake opener here in Washington State is April 25th, and we're going to take the granddaughters fishing that morning, and then by 10 a.m. back here at the house to help Shing with the opening unveiling of the store. It's going to be in person. Show up on the 25th. All the information's on our social media platforms, and we'll put it out there on the website as well. And then May 1st, we officially kick off and launch the online availability and opportunity to get online and order from all over, everywhere, all over the nation, whatever. So
is Van Halen still going to show and play?
Yeah, well, David Lee Roth will be here.
Awesome.
Yeah. So old guy, still trying to hold it together. Right? Yeah. We're surrounded by old guys. It's weird. Yeah. Store's looking good. Oh, thank you. Yes, put a lot of work into that. It's consumed a few days of my time, and here we go. Shing's doing a great job getting all the merchandise in there, ready to go, all inventoried. Jordan's going to have a ton of jigs in there ready to go. We're going to sell a little tackle out of the shop as well. So things to look forward to. We're continuing to build it and expand on inventory, and it's going to be great. I think folks are going to enjoy that.
I'll enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy me a new shirt.
New digs.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. For you, there's a special discount.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I give you a check for working here, and then you turn around and write a check for purchase of items. That's how that works.
It's kind of like buying from your dealer.
Yeah. Yeah. We give you the first. Hoodie for free.
Yeah, man. Check out this hoodie.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Get you the first hoodie for free. Then you come back and say, "Hey, man, you got any more of them hoodies?"
Yeah, I do.
Any more of them brown hoodies? Yeah. Let's see how that goes. Yeah. Anyway. All righty. We get to go blackmouth fishing tomorrow.
Yeah, we do.
Who else are we going to see out there? Anybody online here still going to be out there blackmouth fishing? We're excited. We're going to go kill some fish for sure. Need a couple more of them 12 to 15 pounders to come over the rail.
I want some salmon to eat.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
I got a little bit in the freezer if you want to take some of that, and then I'll just go get some fresh ones.
That's what I'm talking about. Fresh.
You want some fresh stuff. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
you get the fresh stuff.
We're going to get it done. So speaking of which, all right, got a little bit of preparation in that regard to get ready for. So we're going to call it a night.
We are? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to go get some more sleep.
Yeah, you haven't had enough of that today.
No, I haven't. Took a 4-hour nap today after sleeping 9 hours last night. You know.
I don't know how you do that.
Easy.
That's almost, I mean, what are you, a dog? What's going on? Did you curl up on the pillows on the bed? Yeah. That's hilarious. So, all right, going to do it for us. Thanks for everybody tuning in. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
And we're going to go put a bend on some of these certified pros.
Oh, dear me.
Coming at you. All right. We'll see you next time. Thanks.